Hey guys, Rajiv Ghosh this side, and welcome back to my video. And today, I will be covering a topic related to how you should be successful and what you should do to be successful in the organization. Basically, it covers an area related to your well-being. It's about how you go about managing situations at different times. It's about how you take steps and what you need to do to ensure that you get acknowledged for what you are. Everyone seeks a kind of a privilege to be acknowledged. Who doesn't want to be acknowledged in the organization? People find it difficult at times. And I think 70 to 80% of the people find it difficult to be acknowledged for what they're doing. So this topic and video will be covering those things. So let me share a few slides such that you get a better understanding of what I'm trying to, say. Just give me a second. So basically, here, as I said, how you be one up at your workplace, and what is it you need to do to ensure that you are one up at your workplace. That is the main crux of this particular video, because a lot of people, they are not aware of how they should go about with, in the organization, how they should set themselves in the organization and work in a way that they get acknowledged, a way that they get, the required impetus from the managers, superiors, team leaders, or management. So they always struggle. So let us cover a few topics, cover a few main elements that is required to, be in the driver's seat. Okay. So let's get on to the topic. Okay. So basically, what are the key elements, that you need to take care of in the organization? Okay. So let's start it. Basically, you should know your strengths. That is very, very important. And for that, you should know yourself first. Should know what you're good at. Okay. Don't try to do something, especially when you are in a new organization. Don't try to do things which you are not sure of. Okay. You should own up your own status. You should be owning up your own, your skills. You should be owning up the right way to do things. Okay. So first, ensure that you are working on your strengths. Don't try to do something new which you are not too confident about. Work on your skills first. Second, you should know what are your organization goals. If you don't know what the organization expects out of you, you will always face a challenge. So always know what the organization is expecting from you. That is very, very important. And then expectations of your manager and project needs. That is something also very, very equally important. A lot of people, they work in their own space. It takes time for them to understand that they have some kind of expectations to be delivered for. They are in that role for certain specific tasks. So it's very important that you understand what your manager expects from you, rather than getting into a situation that you do something on your own, try to experiment and fail. Your first 2-3 years of your working, you should focus only and only on your skills. You should work on what you can do, what you are confident about, and what your manager is expecting out of you. That is very, very important. Okay. Then you should be along with people who match your skill levels, who understands you and you understand what's to be done. Be with people around the organization who are, really up to what they are doing. Okay. And in a way that they should be able to help you and you should be able to help him or her. But basically, it has to be a complementary win-win for both sides. Because if it is not complementary, you will always face the challenge. So always see to it that it is complementary. So as I said, you should collaborate with people who have similar interests. Okay, that is very, very important. And help and recognize the environment. Whatever you're working for, help to understand that environment and see to it that the people around you also work towards that goal. Because as a future leader or a manager, you should know that you should work in tandem with what you are expected to work for. Okay. Join the organization to work for certain specific needs. So understand that and recognize that. Okay. Don't try to be something which you are not, or something which you are working in a different tangent and the management expects something out of you. Never do that. Then encourage a positive culture. This is so very important. There are a lot of people in the organization, and I tell you, 30-40% of the people at times in an organization which doesn't have a proper culture, or doesn't have a proper management structure, there will always be a culture which is negative, and you have to be a little apprehensive for such an environment. Be out of that situation. Ensure that you are following a particular culture which is positive, okay, where people are working towards a common goal. That's very, very important. And be a part where you are encouraging that kind of beliefs. Okay, that's very, very important. And whatever good work you see around you, appreciate it. Okay, never try to be negative about somebody who is not doing maybe a great job. He's just trying it. You also may be trying something which you will not succeed. That's fine. You will keep working and you will get better at it. Even others will do that. So always recognize, you see good work around you, appreciate. Always be a positive element in the organization. Interrelate. Okay, improve working relationships. You should relate with your co-workers. You should be able to understand what they are doing and what you are doing. Okay, learn from them, learn from their mistakes if at all you feel they are doing mistakes, but don't try to overdo and try to correct their mistakes without being asked for. Okay, a lot of people, sit down and start giving gyan, sharing their thoughts which others will not be expecting. Know the person before you try to relate with that person. Okay, and always focus on improving your working relationships. That's a key elementary factor. If you don't do that, you'll always struggle. And yes, most important, you have to be participative to align with performance. Ultimately, whatever you do, it has to result in performance. Don't do anything which will not result in a good performance. You keep on trying to talk something, you try to talk a lot of gibberish stuff with your management or with your manager or with your co-colleagues, which your manager will not expect from you. If it is a wasteful exercise that you are doing, trying to align yourself with things which are not aligned to your own performance, then you will fall in trouble. So try to be away from any situation which is not aligned to your goal or your organization performance. So your organization performance is based and trusted upon what you do. So always be careful on that. Okay. And it's very important that you validate yourself. These are the very, very important factors. If you don't validate and motivate yourself, then you have a problem at hand. These are some certain other areas which I think it's very, very important that you understand. Feel free to share your thoughts on any of the points that you're not sure of. And I'm always there to help you to gain that knowledge. And as I said, the most important thing, last line which I want to specify, no job is perfect anywhere in this world. Okay, every job has its ups and downs. You have to learn to overcome these situations. That's very, very important. Okay, and I hope you like this video. Please share it and keep liking it. So that's very, very important that you understand this situation, that you are in a situation because you have been chosen to be a part of that. So always be there to help the organization and always try to be a positive element from it. Okay, avoid getting into controversies which will put you in trouble. So thank you for hearing me out, and feel free to share your thoughts. I'm always there. I've always received your mails. Most of them I do reply whenever I get them. And keep shining. Do well. Thank you very much. Okay.